No one warns you about the moment you realize you are completely on your own. There comes a point in every dangerous life where the illusion collapses. You look around at your phone, at your family, at the friends who once nodded when you spoke about your dreams, and you understand something cold and irreversible. No one is coming. No rescue. No funding. No encouragement. No hand on your back when your legs give out. If you fall, you hit the ground alone. For most people, this realization is traumatic. It feels like abandonment. It triggers self-pity, depression, resentment. They ask the same desperate question: why me? Why do I have to do everything alone? And that question quietly destroys them. They slow down. They compromise. They retreat into comfort and distraction. But for a very small percentage of people, the Machiavellian type, the outliers, this moment does not break them. It initiates them. You're watching this because you've felt it. The loneliness of ambition. The exhaustion of explaining a vision that no one around you can see. You're tired of justifying yourself to people who are invested in misunderstanding you. Tired of waiting for permission. Waiting for belief. Waiting for support that never arrives. So let's end the waiting. The belief that you need support to succeed is one of the most destructive lies modern society has ever sold. It keeps people weak, dependent, and eternally unfinished. Machiavelli understood this centuries ago. So did conquerors, rulers, and empire builders. History is not written by groups. It is written by individuals who learned how to move alone. Being alone is not a disadvantage, it is leverage. When you have no support, you have no masters. No one funded you, so no one owns you. No one helped you, so no one can claim credit. No one carried you, so no one can pull you down. This is the first truth most people are too afraid to face. But to use this advantage, something inside you must die. The part of you that craves validation. The part that wants applause before results. The part that needs to be understood. That part will sabotage everything. From childhood, you were trained for dependency. Group projects taught you to wait. Society taught you networking. Culture taught you that progress comes from being lifted by others. It's not what you know. It's who you know. That phrase alone has quietly destroyed millions of futures, because the moment your success depends on others, your power no longer belongs to you. Machiavelli warned against this explicitly. A wise ruler relies only on what he controls. The moment you seek support, you incur debt, emotional debt, financial debt, psychological debt. Someone helps you, you owe them. Someone believes in you, they can withdraw it. Someone invests in you, they own a piece of your decisions. A safety net feels comforting, but it functions like a spider web. It catches you. Yes, but it also traps you. The reason you haven't moved forward yet isn't lack of support, it's the search for it. You're wasting mental energy scanning the horizon for allies instead of building weapons. You're diluting your vision so others won't reject it. You're waiting for approval before execution. That ends here. You must accept what I call the 0 point, the moment where you look at your resources, your contacts, your bank account, and see nothing except yourself. Most people panic at the 0 point. They interpret it as failure. You must see it as freedom. Zero support means zero interference, zero opinions, Zero compromises. When no one is watching, you don't perform, you build. Machiavelli famously said it is better to be feared than loved when you cannot be both. Applied psychologically. This means you must stop trying to be liked and start becoming competent. Neediness repels power. Desperation leaks through your voice, your posture, your decisions. People sense it instantly and withdraw. This is why begging for belief never works. Instead, you replace the need to be loved with the drive to be undeniable. You stop feeling hurt by indifference. You convert it into focus. They don't believe you? Good. That means the field is open. They won't help. Perfect. That means you don't share the reward. This is the beginning of strategic isolation, not loneliness, but deliberate withdrawal. And this is only the awakening. Once you accept isolation as a condition, not a curse, you unlock a different operating system. Most people never make this transition. They remain emotionally dependent long after they become adults. Outsourcing motivation, discipline, and confidence to external sources. When those sources disappear, they collapse. You will not. The first framework you must understand is this: support creates fragility. This is not motivational talk. It is behavioral economics and evolutionary psychology. When resources are guaranteed, effort becomes optional. When comfort is assured, urgency dies. Supported people subconsciously delay their own growth because someone else is buffering the consequences of their inaction. When you have no one to catch you, your nervous system recalibrates. Your brain enters a survival-oriented state. Focus sharpens. Time compresses. You stop fantasizing and start executing. This is why, historically, the most dangerous individuals came from scarcity, exile, or abandonment. Pressure forges capability. Machiavelli called this virtù, not morality, but effectiveness. The ability to act decisively in hostile conditions. Now understand this clearly. Human beings do not support potential. They support proof. People claim they value dreams, but behavior exposes the truth. They reward momentum, not intention. If you wait for belief before results, you will wait forever. This is why the lone builder always outpaces the socially embedded one. While others explain, you produce. This leads us to the ghost phase. When you lack support, you also lack an audience. That is an advantage most people squander. They talk. They announce. They leak energy. Neuroscience shows that verbalizing goals gives your brain a dopamine reward similar to completion. You feel progress without doing work. Then motivation evaporates. The disciplined individual does the opposite. You take a vow of silence around your ambitions. No announcements. No previews. No big things coming soon. Silence creates internal pressure. Unexpressed intent accumulates. It becomes restlessness, anxiety, tension. Weak people escape that tension. Strong ones convert it into output. The disciplined individual does the opposite. You take a vow of silence around your ambitions. No announcements, no previews, no big things coming soon. Silence creates internal pressure. Unexpressed intent accumulates. It becomes restlessness, anxiety, tension. Weak people escape that tension. Strong ones convert it into output. This is sublimation, redirecting raw emotion into productive force. Pain becomes fuel. Isolation becomes focus. Rejection becomes repetition. Over time, your nervous system learns a new association. Discomfort equals production. This is how machines are built. And most people will never reach this stage because they still want to be understood. You don't. You've accepted the 0 point. You've accepted isolation. And now you understand something dangerous. Support was never strength. It was comfort. And comfort does not build power. In the next phase, isolation stops being survival and becomes dominance.